Good day, everyone. It is I, Sir Review. I'm filming another video. Surprisingly, after being absent for such a long time, I am filming another video for you guys today. And this one isn't going to be a review like my last one. This is more of like a video that I might, like a type of video that I might film a couple of times when there's a new game coming out. It's like an expectation video of like all the things that I expect out of a new game that might be coming out, and all the things I expect to be in there, and all the things I expect to be maybe not in there, to like maybe that might not be needed. So yeah, that I might put some. I'm gonna talk about that, and I mean I'll do a lot of these, especially for new video games. I might not do that for movies that are coming out because I usually don't know what to expect with movies. And usually my expectations are either very high or very low, and I typically don't think I can make a lot of videos about new movies that I'm excited for, especially over this summer. And there are a lot of videos movies that I've seen and are still coming out that I'm really excited for. And I'll be possibly seeing Cars 3 here pretty soon, so I'll probably put out a review for that. And well, here we go. So this is my first expectation video, and this is going to be for the new Battlefront 2 EA. Now, I talked about the original Battlefront EA in my previous video, which is my first video game review, and you can go and watch that video if you want. But this is a game that I am really excited for because EA and DICE have put a lot of changes into this game, and I am really looking forward to see what they do. But here's the things that I'm really expecting out of this game. And I know that might be put in it, but this is just what I expect out of the game. I do expect there to be a very good flowing storyline, and not just a story that was just thrown in there just to say, hey, we didn't have a story in the first one, so here you go, here's a new story. No, it's not going to be like that. I don't want it to be like that. Hopefully they won't make it like that, but I just want it to be a decent flowing storyline that has good characters that you could relate to, and they bring in some characters that you recognize from the films. Like they brought in Luke Skywalker in the trailer. They brought in Darth Vader and Kylo Ren. But this is like between the Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens, and this is actually basically in between those ones, when right after the Death Star blows up. There's this main character. I forgot her name. I don't know. I don't remember her name very well. But she's a part of the Inferno Squad, which I hope that's the right name. If that's the wrong name, please let me know in the comments what the name of the squad really is, because they are like the special squad that have been known to be. They're like the Special Forces squad in a sense. They even said that in the trailer, like a scout trooper was surrounded, then the Inferno Squad comes in and takes down the rebels, and he goes, we weren't expecting special forces. That's the point, Sergeant. Which really made me, super hyped up for that. And you play as this female character. I forgot her name, but I don't think they mentioned it. But she looks really cool. They're like that's their like third main character in a Star Wars related thing. I mean, sure they had Princess Leia, but she wasn't like the main focus of the films. But this is the main focus. She's the main focus in this game, though. This lady is the main focus here, and she looks so cool. I mean, and all the things that that are going to be put into this game look incredible. So I just want a good storyline with good characters, and I hope they make this new character a very memorable one. Now moving on to another thing I expect: the multiplayers. I know there will be multiplayer in this game, and because EA and DICE, they always put that in. That's like their main thing in the game. They don't focus too much on the story. They mainly focus on the good multiplayer, which I personally think they will put in a good multiplayer. But this is what I expect out of the multiplayer. I want there to be good space battles. I want there to be good space battles where you can go up against people online and co-op, and like go in there and just take down each other. But in space, you could still probably, like, there might be still maps where you can do it like just in the sky and not in outer space. But I'm mainly focused on there being space battles. That's like one of my main focuses in this game is will there be space battles? And I can assure you there might be space battles. And I saw that in the gameplay trailer. I saw it in the original trailer. So yeah, they're gonna put that in, but that's just what I'm expecting. And another thing about the multiplayer is I'm really wanting to be added in is good AI. Like if there's like some people who aren't available for the multiplayer match, just add in some AI into the mix, and then it will be fine. Don't just shut down the entire server just because some people chose to leave. I mean, they occasionally did that with the previous game, which was kind of a letdown because you would always have to like leave the game or the server would shut down. I mean, I don't know if that's the case with a lot of you guys who have the game, but it has happened to me a lot. And it really makes me angry, but hopefully this game will have that and actually better servers because the servers in the first game weren't awful, but they surely weren't the best that I've seen. I want these servers to be good, well put together, and to be able to keep us in there without if some people just choose to leave the match. So moving on from the multiplayer, now moving on to the gameplay itself. What I am expecting, like they did say, play as all eras, which is going to be fantastic. You get to play as the droids, you get to play as the clones, you get to play as the Empire, the Rebels, the First Order, and the Resistance. You can play as all those guys, and you can play as heroes, especially like some of my favorites are going to be added in, like Darth Maul and Kylo Ren. I mean, I love Darth Vader. He's still my favorite character, but they're adding in some new incredible characters too, like Kylo Ren and Rey and all those guys. And I am really looking forward to see what they do, and hopefully the character customization will be good too. I am really expecting like good characterization for your soldier. Like you can put like special like details on their clothing, especially for a stormtrooper. You can like put in like cool decals in order to actually like basically just show them, hey, I'm the big boss here. You do what I say. But another thing I'm expecting is like not really unlimited, but a very very high like level point, because you can just keep leveling up and have like this vast array of upgrades for your weapons. This is something I'm kind of wanting them to take out of take from Destiny, because I mean, Destiny has really good job at like upgrading your weapons and infusing it with another weapon to make it even more powerful. But Star Wars could do the same thing, but in their own way. You could probably like upgrade your weapons. You could add in like cool decals and all these cool things to the weapons. It would just be super cool to have that in there. They might not, but who knows. Another thing, and I don't know this for certain, but I am begging them to have this in the game, and that is Galactic Conquest. I mean, I play it with my friend Caleb, and I also play with Alex and my friend Michael, and we always just have a blast playing Galactic Conquest because, you go to multiple planets and you choose your own side to be on. You could choose to be on the Rebels, and you could choose to be on the Empire, and you can go against each other and take over a planet or take over like the outer atmosphere of a planet in space battles and all that stuff. Like you can make an invasion, or you can like defend your planet from the people who are invading. It's just basically what it sounds like, Galactic Conquest. Your conquest is to take over that galaxy, and you have like almost pretty much every single planet in the entire Star Wars series, not including The Force Awakens, because the original Battlefront didn't have that. But hopefully this one, if there is Galactic Conquest, they will have the planets from all the eras, and possibly out of some of like the old shows or like some of the old comics, which would be really really neat to have. There are several like other things I want to be added in. Like I want there to be a bigger array of weapons. I keep looking at the weapons that are in the original Battlefront, and they're not the original game, but like Battlefront EA. Sorry, if I keep saying the original Battlefront, I mean Battlefront EA. I am super sorry about that. But they always, I mean, they just didn't have enough weapons. And even if you added in all the ones from like the DLCs, it still doesn't seem like enough for me. I want there to be more weapons, and since it's going to be all eras, they're probably going to put a bigger variety of weapons in there. I want there to be cool armor customizations, cool customizations of your character's facial features. That would be really cool. So overall, I'm expecting a lot out of this game. Some of these expectations I'm not like throwing out there just to be like, hey, this needs to be in the game, otherwise I won't get it. No, I'm still going to get the game. Doesn't matter if Galactic Conquest is going to be in it or not. I mean, I would be happy if it were, but it's okay if it's not. I am also hoping, I'm really loving that there's going to be space battles. I'm loving the story that's going to be in it, especially seeing as though you're playing as the Empire instead of having the cliched Rebel story mode. So that's really good, and that's basically all. That's basically all my expectations of the game. Thanks for watching, you guys. Be sure to subscribe, tell your friends, and I might be coming out with some movie reviews, including my review for Cars 3 if I go to see it either this weekend or next week. Who knows? I might, but I'll keep up the reviews. I might do some more gameplay videos, so keep your eyes up for that, and see you guys around. Peace out.